YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montes and you're watching my YouTube channel, The Teenage Movie Critic, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back together again. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a very fun video. Today we are going to be doing, it's 2024, if you guys can't tell, and today we are going to be doing a fun video. We are ranking all, I believe 7 MCU projects that are coming out in 2024. These aren't all these projects aren't fully confirmed, but most of these are confirmed, but some of them I included because we have heard some recent news about them. So with that, let's go and get started ranking all of these projects. Now, I will say this, I was just kind of rewatching WandaVision for this, just for out of my own comfort, and after rewatching some stuff, I'm like, if it's from the writers of WandaVision, I think they could actually craft something that's unique and interesting, a witch's story in the MCU, sign me up. At the same time though, Agatha works better as a side character rather than a main lead, so I'm not quite sure how she's gonna fit as the main lead and with the other characters that are gonna be in the show. And we also don't know when it's coming out, so I'm still kind of interested, but easily it's the one I'm kind of least anticipating when you have all these other projects coming out. Now, as a point of reference, the only reason why it's at number 6 is because I can't really rave about it as much like everybody else is because I haven't watched the animated series from the 90s. But I mean, it's X-Men. I like the X-Men characters, and I will be watching the X-Men animated series leading up to the show. They just gotta announce a release date first, and I'm liking that it's gonna kind of have the animation style of What If to make it unique and stuff, but hopefully it still has that animation style of the 90s series, so I'm interested to see where that's gonna go. And maybe I'm hoping all the theories of this universe, like the universe that was in Doctor Strange 2, connecting to X-Men 97. Hopefully that's true since Professor X isn't gonna be in here. So that's pretty much my thoughts. But at the same time, I have no full excitement for it because I didn't watch the animated series when I was young. Now, we actually don't know when What If Season 3 is coming out, but I decided to include it because a couple days ago, we got the first clip of Season 3 with Red Guardian and Winter Soldier in a car chase, being chased by Bill Foster. And it just looks like a fun episode, and of course, you know, What If Season 1, absolutely enjoyed. What If Season 2, I enjoyed, but I had some issues with it. And I had issues with certain episodes. And you get Season 3, and even though I was a little bit disappointed with Season 2, I'm still excited for the upcoming seasons of What If because I'm excited for the different episodes that you can do. My only hope for this season is, moving forward, I hope for this season, I'm pretty sure the length is still going to stay the same, so I'm not even going to hope for the length to change. But I do hope that we actually find a threat to where we're going to need a team of heroes. Maybe even all the heroes that we've established throughout the entire What If universe, a whole army of multiverse What If heroes to go and to stop this one big threat that wants to threaten the universe. Maybe Season 3 could introduce us to King Thanos, where the Thanos that we see in Infinity War keeps his armor, and we actually see this fully born version of Thanos, and we get to see all these different versions. And maybe that's how we get, you know, Spider-Man, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Freshman Year, and all these other characters. Maybe that's how we get that. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But from the teaser we got for What If Season 3, looks pretty good. Now, the show was originally called Spider-Man Freshman Year, but it is now called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And I am absolutely excited for this series. Of course, I have my issues that I am a little bit disappointed. Yes, I am disappointed still that it's not going to be an MCU. It's not going to be taking place in the main MCU timeline with 616 Peter Parker and all this stuff. But at the same time, I'm excited for it because it's going to be a Spider-Man animated show in the MCU, in an alternate MCU timeline, with Daredevil and Doctor Strange in it, and classic Spider-Man characters. So if you really think about it, you kind of get to see the traditional story of Spider-Man in the MCU, in an animation form, in a series, in the MCU. So I think there's a joy to that. But you get to see the origin of Spider-Man very differently. And honestly, that idea has me intrigued. And I'm wondering, like, there's a lot of different things you could do, like the scene where you see Norman Osborn there, that was supposed to be Tony Stark, but now it's Norman Osborn. What would the mentor type be with Tony Stark, with Norman Osborn and Peter Parker? How's that going to be? Is he going to bring him into battle, and it's actually going to be like the Civil War thing, and Norman Osborn's actually leading a team of supervillains? Like, is that what it's going to be? Or, how's it going to be? Is it going to be like a spin on the Civil War storyline? Like, I want to know what it's going to be like. So, I'm very interested in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, especially with the title change. It makes me more excited. And the fact that it might come out in November this year has me very intrigued. So, cannot wait for this show. One thing I want to say, I want a trailer for this show. Before I can get fully excited, I need a trailer to see how the animation is going to look. I mean, we've gotten pictures of it, but I want to see how the animation is going to move, how does it fluctuate, and all that stuff. All that said, very excited for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So if you don't know what this series is, it's basically, I believe this was the series that Ryan Coogler was talking about when he announced that there was going to be a new Wakanda series based on Wakanda. And basically, this series is basically telling the story of Wakandan people stealing Wakandan artifacts throughout different decades and centuries. So there's one episode that's gonna be like focusing on some sort of dynasty. And to be honest, with this idea of a show plus it being animated and exploring different characters that's non-Black Panther, I think that's actually really interesting in exploring all these different people that stole Wakandan artifacts throughout the centuries, throughout the decades, since Wakanda's been alive, since Wakanda's been thriving. I think that's actually really cool, and I think it's a fun series. I kind of wish it would be live action, but honestly, it fits more as to of a what if series. So I guess it makes more sense for it to be animation, since what if is animation. But overall, I am very excited for this series. I probably should put this at number 4 because Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man sounds a lot more better. But overall, I cannot wait for this show. And hopefully it does come out this year because I really want to see it. Now, it is kind of crazy that this is the only MCU film that we're getting this year. But to be honest, as an MCU fan, as a fan of the Deadpool films, I'm very much looking forward to Deadpool 3. Obviously, and you're probably thinking, if you're looking forward to it, why wasn't it in your most anticipated list? Well, when it comes to most anticipated list, in order for it to be in there, you have to give me a simple plot and story for me to be excited. With Deadpool 3, we don't necessarily have the story of what it is. The hook is, it's the final from the Deadpool franchise, it's pairing Wolverine and Deadpool together, and it's bringing in all these Marvel Fox characters from the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. That's all it is. While it has me very excited, that's not a story. That is just references. I want an actual story. And with this movie, and obviously there's plenty of things to be excited for. I really enjoyed the first 2 Deadpool films. I like the X-Men franchise, and I also love the MCU, so granted, this easily is going in the top spot, in the top 2. Of course, I'm very excited to see Deadpool and Wolverine together. And by the way, going back to the top 5 most anticipated films of 2024, it didn't go on that list because the story doesn't, it's not really a story that I'm interested in. I'm very excited for it, but it doesn't sound like a movie where I can pinpoint. So until we get a trailer, which is probably going to be next month, I am still looking forward to it. And what is amazing about it is it's the first R-rated MCU film, meaning we're going to get a lot of blood, a lot of gory action, lots of cursing and F-bombs. Cannot wait for that. And that's another reason why it's number 2 is because the first MCU project that is TVMA, that is kind of R-rated, is Echo, and I kind of want to see it and we'll see how it works in there, and then maybe we'll get this. But overall, I'm very much looking forward to it. Alright, so if you're wondering why the next content chapter is not going to number 1 on this list, it's because I actually missed one. I actually forgot to add Marvel Zombies on here. I don't know how I forgot about this one, but I don't know if I passed it, but Marvel Zombies, I'm very much looking forward to. I really liked the Marvel Zombies episode in What If Season 1, and so I'm very much looking forward to it. I like that it's also going to be TVMA, an animated show that's TVMA, and I'm excited to see all these zombie-ish version of these characters, while at the same time also bringing in Phase 4 characters and teaming them up to stop these zombified versions of these iconic MCU characters. One thing that's bumming me out, though, it's only 4 episodes, so that really bumps it down for me, but I'm still very excited, and hopefully it lives up to what the What If Season 1 episode gave us. Now, I understand that a lot of people are kind of hyping this show up. Before, when it was first announced, a lot of people were like, I don't want to see Echo. I didn't really like her in Hawkeye. But if I'm being honest, when this show was announced, I was actually really excited. Because number one, like, I liked her character in Echo, but that wasn't really the reason why I was excited. Of course, I'm pretty sure they're going to do something interesting with her character, but there were other interesting aspects, and I know what you're thinking, no, it's not. I was not excited for this show because we're bringing Daredevil and Kingpin into the show. No, though that has me excited. What gets me very excited about this show is it's exploring the life of a deaf person in the MCU. It's exploring the Native American Mohawk culture that we got a tease of in one of the What If episodes with Kahori, and it's TVMA, meaning we're gonna get tons of bloody and gory action that we kind of got a tease in the trailer that we got in November, and so I'm just thrilled with this show. And we even got like a little clip of Echo fighting Daredevil, which looks really good. And so with all the action that it's presenting, with the intense story of Mohawk culture and Native Americans, I also kind of saw in Moana with tattoos and transforming into animals. All that sounds exciting and amazing. And so yeah, I'm so excited for this show, and it comes out next week on Tuesday. So I get to watch, and what's also amazing, it's 5 episodes, and I'm gonna be able to binge watch all of them next week as soon as it comes out. So I'll probably get to finish it all in one day. Hopefully I get to do that, because I'm so excited for this show. I cannot wait for it, and I'm excited for the story that they're going to be presenting with it, and to see a deaf character lead in a show. I never actually seen that before, so I'm interested to see how that's going to go. But that is my thoughts. That is my MCU ranking of 2024 for upcoming MCU projects. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And let me know, what are your most anticipated MCU projects, and what is your ranking down below? What's your most anticipated MCU project of 2024? And that's it for now. Bye-bye.